Okay, balik po tayo sa Republika. Okay, Attorney Glenn, no, they've moved away from computerization.
Yes.
Going back to manual. How come they're not espousing the way we are? We want a hybrid.
Yeah, well, insofar as the COMELEC is concerned, mawawalan ng negosyo.
Yes, but in other countries, why don't they adopt a hybrid like what we are planning?
Yeah. I think in other countries like Netherlands
Yes.
and Germany, hindi naman tayo nakakarinig ng dayaan eh.
Okay.
Hindi as rampant as we have been hearing here in the Philippines, where politicians kill, meme, and do whatever they think is best to ensure their victory.
That's why manual is fine with them.
That's why manual is fine with them. Like in the case of the Netherlands, konti lang naman ang botante doon, hindi naman ganun kalaki.
Germany, malaki-laki. Yes.
Malaki-laki, pero kakayanin with their existing systems.
Okay.
Ang sa atin kasi is, well, I should say that our case is unique.
Okay.
Kasi politicians really kill, maim, cheat in order to win. And that's something we have to live with. Okay. Ang maganda kasi with the hybrid system, that's the best thing that we have seen so far is manual yung election, manual yung counting, so that people can see, makikita nila kung paano binilang.
Participatory in short.
Participatory in short. Ang gagawin lang ho natin, balik ho tayo dati sa established precinct. Kasi ngayon, clustered precinct.
Yes.
We have clustered precinct, 800 voters per precinct, 700 voters per precinct.
You want 200 lang.
Balik tayo doon sa 200, 300.
Which is fine.
Which is the established precinct. So
Yes.
balik tayo sa 300,000 precincts again.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then, yung botohan natin, hindi na sulat.
Okay.
Because it's in the counting na natatagalan talaga when it's handwritten.
So how
because
do
the
you want it?
the
Shading?
teacher will have to divine pa nga kung sinong sinulat, si Pedro, si Pablo.
Or shading. You're saying shading now.
So we vote by shading.
Okay.
Pero manual yung counting. Okay?
Okay.
Because if shading, mas mabilis na. Besides,
Okay.
people are already experienced with voting by shading.
Okay.
So, pagdating doon kay teacher, pagbilang, mabilis na. Because this is already, hindi na siya mag-divine pa kung sinong sinulat, si Pedro, si Pablo.
Okay.
Si watcher naman sa likod, hindi na magtatalo.
Okay.
Because klaro naman kung sinong binoto. So, in other words, if you have 300 voters per precinct, and then you are voting by shading, tanghali pa lang, tapos na yung botohan.
Okay.
By 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Kasi hindi na sulat-sulat, no?
Hindi na sulat-sulat.
Shading,
Mabilis,
mabilis, no? Time motion, no?
Oo. So, by 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, tapos na tayo ng bilangan. Because it's faster. Because it's not written anymore. By 5 o'clock, tapos na tayo. Now, here comes the automated part.
Yes.
You have to transmit the election returns para mabilis yung pagtali ng mga election returns. Kasi dati, ang ginagawa ng mga politiko, dinidelay yung ilang presinto.
Okay.
Purposely dinidelay.
Or pinapatayan ng ilaw.
Para malaman kung ilan yung lamang ng kalaban.
Yes.
Di ba? If you have, say for example, 100 precincts, sasabihin ng politiko, i-reserva mo yung 10.
Yes.
I-reserva mo yung 10 o yung 20. Huwag mo munang pabilangin yan. Tingnan natin kung ilan yung lamang ng kalaban natin dito sa 80. Pag nalaman na, doon mo na yayariin yun sa 20 o sa 10 nireserva mo. The other one is, pagdating ng election returns, yung malalaking election returns, pagdating doon sa munisipyo, doon binubura, dinadagdagan.
Yes.
Yung 0, naging 100.
Yes.
Di ba? Naging yung 0, dagdagan mo lang ng 1 at 0, naging 100 na.
Yes.
Buburahin mo yung kabila.
Yes.
Ewan ko, kailang beses binura.
Yes.
Doon, if that happens, then we will go back to the previous system of cheating.
Yes.
Pero kung i-transmit mo yan, automated na yung taliing, mabilis.
Okay.
There's no opportunity to cheat.
And then you still have the references
from the precinct.
Yes.
Alam ng tao paglabas ng resulta doon sa munisipyo, pag-transmit na doon sa munisipyo, alam ng tao doon sa precinct, makukumpare nila agad. Okay?
Yes.
So, that's the only way na we can do away much of the cheating in the automated, in the manual elections.
Okay.
By automating the transmission. Pag in-automate mo yung transmission at canvassing, that's the time you can eliminate 80% siguro of the cheating mechanisms na ginagamit.
Is there a way to dichotomize it in such a way that mas una yung presidential, vice presidential, tapos yung senators?
For me kasi...
O sabay-sabay na lahat dapat?
Sabay-sabay yan dapat.
Sabay-sabay
dapat yan.
Okay.
Ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, Eric, ang mga kaibigan is, boboto tayo, automated election, boboto tayo. In an analogy, Lahat ng balota natin, binigay natin kay Smartmatic.
Okay.
O, sige, Smartmatic, ikaw na magbilang nito. Pupunta si Smartmatic doon sa loob ng kwarto. Pagkatapos, lalabas siya at sabihin, ito ang nanalo.
Hindi na actually ang COMELEC ang gumagawa niyan
Hindi si COMELEC actually kasi in-outsource lang
Yeah,
yan.
kaya nga, oo.
Dapat si COMELEC.
Dapat si COMELEC,
At the beginning, sinabi
Yes,
ko kanina, the COMELEC does not have the expertise to run an automated election system. It relies on outsourcing. Ito kay Smartmatic. It does not have the infrastructure. Dapat meron silang sariling infrastructure.
COMELEC should be learning itself.
Yes, the COMELEC should be the one running
Yes.
the automated election system. It should own the infrastructure. Hindi yung mag-aarkila ka ngayong eleksyon, sa susunod,
Iba naman.
iba naman, sa susunod, iba naman.
Yeah.
Parang in-outsource nga lang natin yung eleksyon. And for a permanent fixture like elections in a democracy, hindi mo dapat i-outsource yun.
Attorney Glenn, sabi ni Manuling Morato dati, actually PCSO can do it. They have the infrastructure to do it.
Yung
proseso lang, more or less.
Yung sa lotto system.
Yes.
Actually, pwede.
Pwede, no?
Pwede. Actually, meron yung isang...
And it will be cheaper.
There's another vendor, ha? It's Tapat.
Oo.
It's a Filipino company.
Oo.
Father and son tandem nga lang ito. Using iPad lang.
Oo. Okay.
Ganyan lang kalaki yung balota. You shade the numbers corresponding to the name of the politician. Parang nagloloto, tumataya ka lang ng loto. But the good thing about the tapat system, and I'm not vouching for this one,
yes.
sinabi ko lang, the good thing about the tapat system is that if the ballot is already pre-shaded, he can nullify the pre-shaded ballot.
Yes.
Yung boto doon, pwede niyang burahin.
Okay.
Kasi in the case of Smartmatic now, napakabobo ng makina nila. Kapag na-pre-shaded na yung balota, wala ka ng choice. Tanggapin mo na lang. Like for example, yung Vice President, may nakaboto na doon. Inoperate na, may nakaboto na. Anong gagawin mo? Hindi mo pwedeng burahin eh. So, it's either tanggapin mo na lang na yun yung boto, or inullify mo, bumoto ka ng iba.
Yes.
So, para dalawa yung boto, nullified yung boto. But that's a wrong In the case of tapat, ito yung Smartmatic, ha? In the case of tapat, kung may pre-shade na yan dyan,
pwede mong
palitan, pwede mong burahin. And
basta yung botante ang magpapalit.
Yung botante magpapalit.
Okay.
So, pre-shaded ballots, walang silbi doon sa tapat kasi nabubura ng botante yun.
Attorney Glenn, the first step to this, no, reforming electoral delay is, and in fact cheating is, the changing of the guards.
Yes.
And it's not yet happening.
To a large extent, yes.
It's not yet happening.
Well, I think the President will take time. Will take time to decide who he will trust with this. Remember, we're talking of the future of our country.
Yes, exactly. That's why this is crucial.
Yes.
You are the guardians, if I might use the word, guardians of the universe. You're not only president, no? You're not going to be an elected official. You are the guardians of the universe.
Of Filipinos.
Yeah, Filipinos,
Because,
exactly.
It's
exactly.
limited only to the Philippines.
Yes. That's how important this job is. And wala pang aksyon.
Well, I think, alam naman natin si Presidente, di ba, he does not act right away.
The other thing is there are also pending cases. Because if you change the guards, this may expedite other cases.
Yung mga protests?
Mga protests.
Yeah. The reason why our protest is that's another area that you need to really look at.
Yeah, yes.
If gusto talaga natin ng malinis na halalan, tutukan natin yung bagal ng protesta natin. Kasi kung ang protesta ay mabagal, you are giving an incentive for the cheats to cheat.
Exactly.
Kasi, di ba, kung ako, mandaraya ako, dadayain ko na lang. Kasi anyway, pag nagprotesta ang kalaban,
matatagalan naman.
Tatagalan, pwede naman ako, magbabayad ako. Tawag ko doon, parking fee. I-park mo na lang muna yan. Babayad ako ng parking fee.
So, ang mangyari dito, cheat ahead.
You cheat, and
sit ahead, and delay the process.
Bahala na maghabol yung natalo
Yes.
o yung dinaya.
Yes.
Okay. So, if that is the case, at ito ang kalakaran, at ito naman talagang kalakaran ngayon, mula Regional Trial Court hanggang PET, kasi yung PET hindi pa umaaksyon
Yes.
I mean, I'm so frustrated at the Supreme Court of the Philippines. You are supposed to be the Supreme Court of the Philippines. I'm a lawyer. I'm supposed to be an officer of the court. Yet, we are looking at more than 1 year.
Why can't the senators, the legislators themselves be interested in reforming the process?
Nabisi pa naman si dami nilang investigasyon eh. I don't want to touch that one.
To come up with new legislation to expedite.
Well, actually, Eric, that's up to the commissioners eh.
Okay.
Kung gusto mo talagang bilisan yan, ang proseso, all you need to do is craft new rules of procedure.
IRR lang.
Yung rules of procedure lang doon sa Commission on Elections.
Okay.
And then, all the other tribunals, House of Representatives,
yes.
Electoral Tribunals.
Yun, why
Senate,
can't they do that?
They can actually do that if they want to.
Anyway, they're getting paid
Yeah.
without so much work. I understand, di ba? Yung nasa pet.
Alam mo, Eric, if this protest will only, proceed, like, within 6 months, tapos na yung protesta, walang gusto mandaya.
Correct.
Because imagine you pay so much, and then after 6 months, you will simply be unseated. Matatanggal ka rin talaga sa
Why is
pwesto.
it so difficult to unlock the ballot box once the votes are inside already?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's so difficult because, you know, yung nakaupo, dami ng pera eh. I mean, I'd rather be frank about this. Nababayaran eh.
Okay.
So that's why, if you have people there na who are really minded to change the system, unahin natin yung protesta. Because once the protest really proceeds fast, you really
wala ka ng gana eh. Wala ka ng gana.
really remove the incentive for politicians to cheat. Eh bakit ka gagastos ng...
For example, give us one proposal.
In speeding up the protest?
Yes.
Madali lang naman yan.
Para lang madinig ng tao bayan.
As soon as you file your protest, you schedule it right away for determination of probable if it's sufficient and form of substance. Pagkatapos pakuha mo agad ang balota before it can be tampered. Ang problema ngayon, yung balota, like in the case of Bongbong Marcos, ilang buwan na ba? June.
Yes.
June. Wala. 18 months.
Yes.
18 months na ang lumipas, hindi pa kinuha yung balota. That's one classic example. 18 months went by and the PET didn't get the ballots.
Are we safe in putting the ballot boxes in municipal halls and...
Well, that's the provision of BP 881. Batas Pambansa bilang 881.
Hindi ba natin pwede ilagay ako lang
No, you need to change the law.
Hindi ba pwedeng ilagay sa central bank yung mga balota ng bayan? Kasi
hindi.
I understand, but I'm saying an agency of that nature.
No, it's the point here. You don't need to put all the ballots in the central bank.
Okay.
You only need to put you
Under
need
protest.
to only get the ballots to a safe place if they are under protest.
Exactly.
Okay.
So pwede central bank. Dagdagan mo lang sila ng problema. Parang inventory sila.
Meron namang warehouses, Comelec. Meron ding warehouses si House of Representatives Electoral Tribunal.
Pero you know what happens? Sa batasan, pwedeng itamper yung mga vote. Remember FPJ's time?
Doon sa bubong dumadaan.
Remember FPJ's time? Natamper yung mga, it was in Congress.
I'm not aware of that.
Sige,
Pero if the COMELEC, let's focus on the COMELEC because marami silang cases din naman eh. As soon as it is protested, kunin mo agad yung balota.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, election is May. By first week of June, kunin mo na yung balota. Then give it 1 month to recount.
Is there a way to make it least expensive? I mean, when you file a protest and all that?
Ang mahal naman dyan talaga, Eric, is the acceptance fees and the legal fees of the lawyers.
Okay.
In fairness naman sa COMELEC.
Doon sa recount ng COMELEC. Kasi
hindi naman ganun kamahal.
Hindi ganun kamahal. Okay.
Hindi ganun kamahal. To be fair naman sa COMELEC, I'm not saying na lahat na lang against sa COMELEC. Hindi naman ganun kamahal actually ang protest. You pay your revisers 1,000 a day.
Okay.
Yung revision, maybe matagal na yung isang buwan.
And maybe we should consider about going back to the two-party system because I think that's where the crux of the problem is also.
The multi-party system it's like free for all
Yes.
And
we had an inspector system before, not a watcher system under Blas Opley's proposal before.
Two-party system. That's what you need for long-term projects, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi
and then inspector yun, paid for by government. These are civil servants. That's the difference. It made elections cheaper.
Yeah.
That's why
from the viewpoint of the candidates.
That's why the candidates now have to steal. They have to go into graft and corruption because if you had watchers, you have to give them 1,000 pesos a day or whatever for food and everything. So
they're paying watchers when the watchers don't know what to watch for.
Precisely.
In an automated system.
Yes, exactly.
Alam
So kaya nawawala na yun.
So,
but you have to agree, the first step in the long journey has to be a changing of the guards.
Yes, it should be.
Changing of the guards in COMELEC.
Yeah, that's the first step.
And when should that be done? If you had your own timeline.
It should be done now.
Now or yesterday?
Sabihin na natin now because the COMELEC is already moving towards Smartmatic again in 2019.
Okay.
Bibigay na naman yan kay Smartmatic.
Okay.
Yung 2019 elections.
Yung 2019, bibigay na naman sa Smartmatic yan, most likely?
Noong November 7, they had a stakeholders meeting. They informed the stakeholders na 3 options na lang ang ini-entertain ng COMELEC now. They will reuse the PCOS, the old one.
Yes.
They will reuse the VCM,
Okay.
the one in 2016,
Okay.
or a combination of both. So all 3 are Smartmatic.
So, that's the prognosis for 2019. It looks very bleak. It looks very sad. So, at least we were able to raise the red flag, no? And people are again aware of this, and we should be talking about this because this is the heart of our system, our democratic
Yeah.
process. So, this is what republicanism means. We don't want to be a banana republic for that matter. So, Attorney Glenn, Chong, thank you very
Ay.
much. Daghang salamat.
Eric, daghang salamat. And
Daghang salamat.
thank you really for having me in your program.
We should be discussing this even before the elections. It's pointless to discuss electoral reforms after the fact already.
Yes.
Yeah, okay? So, anyway, this will be an ongoing thing. We'll be still talking to him. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, he'll become COMELEC chairman. So, let's see how this thing goes. Ito po si Eric Espina, palagi nagsasabi, magmasid, makialam, higit sa lahat ay manindigan. Dahil wala pong magmamahal sa Pilipino kung hindi ang Pilipino. Daghang salamat, mahing gabi, kaninyong tanan.